Climate change and its current and predicted effects is a vast topic, and a full exploration of the environmental dilemma is beyond me. However, one specific area that I feel comfortable to share is environmental awareness, which were previously a neglected aspect of my daily practice, but it has now become my ethical responsibility to tackle climate change on an individual level, as well as an extended aspect of my spiritual practice. Before I go into details of this topic, I would like to share what environmental awareness is. According to DeltaNet International website, being environmentally aware means understanding how our behavior impacts the environment and committing to making changes to our activities to protect the planet. It is extremely important that everyone tries to be more environmentally aware in order to promote the sustainable development of our planet. I want to admit that I took what the planet, environment, and nature offer for granted for a very long time. My deluded mind also thought that we have inexhaustible natural resources. As a monastic, even though I knew that I rely on the four requisites, food, robes, medicine, and shelter, and other material items for my daily existence, I completely forgot the very fact that most of the material requisites come directly from the earth. In addition, I also failed to contemplate the four material elements on this very body, internally and externally: earth, water, fire, and wind, which is one among the six ones when contemplating the body of the practice of the four foundations of mindfulness. As a human being, how can I survive without these four material elements which come from nature? As a result, I failed to use natural resources skillfully and mindfully, and to even generate a sense of gratitude and appreciation to our Mother Earth and nature in my daily life. Very fortunately, I came across a book, Buddha Nature, Human Nature, during the 2019 winter retreat. Reading just a few chapters of this book was a powerful wake-up call for me when I learned that my lifestyle, my attachment to food, and my unmindful behaviors did contribute to climate change. I immediately decided to go to vegan without hesitation. This minor change not only has a positive impact on my health, especially my severe allergies, but also helped me become more environmental conscious in my daily life. In addition, experiencing the hazardous air qualities due to wildfires, as well as severe drought and dry heat during the summer in the previous years, has made me proactively change my behavior, make better choices, as well as learn to improve my actions toward the planet. Amazingly, with an increasing environmental awareness, I learned to develop the quality of simplicity and frugality, and to make a conscious effort to be careful with how I use and reuse things. Simplicity and frugality are about doing little things like paying attention to all the things I use them fully, taking care of them, and avoiding waste. I remember I used to throw a tissue away after using only once. But now I keep reusing it until it's completely worn out. I water the plant using 2 cups of water from our water bowl offering instead of dumping it on the ground every day. I use a hand towel to dry my hands instead of using paper towels. I reuse the blue tips from posting our events instead of trashing them thinking it's very cheap. I turn off the lights when not in use. I try to go paperless as much as I can. I turn off the faucet while brushing my teeth. I save the bubble wraps from the packages that we receive and reuse them when preparing the package. Sadly, when I was a baby nun, I thought that my task of ordering supply for the community to be very boring and insignificant. However, as my environmental awareness increased day by day, I find this task very meaningful, joyful, and beneficial. Now, whenever I order supplies, I try to buy in large quantities or in bulk to reduce packaging and deliveries. I also try to get some heavy items from local stores instead of ordering online. Indeed, living in a conscious way like this helps foster my inner qualities of modesty and contentment that lead to ease and well-being. Even though I can stay up to date on environmental news, read books or other resources, and learn about the limitless environmental issues affecting the Abbey community and the world, I try to educate myself about how reducing, reusing, and recycling can help me, the community, my community, and the world, the environment I live in, by saving money, energy, and natural resources. I strongly believe that blaming the politicians, heads of states, heads of governments, multinational corporations, developed countries, environmental policy, law, and regulations of whatever responsible for climate change or feeling helpless about this massive problem do not solve the escalating environmental destruction. Truly, by understanding what impacts our action have on the environment and behaving differently, we will help to save not only this planet, but humanity as a whole. I find this motivational quote to inspire successful habits very helpful. Small but consistent changes are the key to phenomenal long-term results. In fact, it is a moral obligation and responsibility of each of us, especially as a Buddhist practitioner, to make substantial lifestyle changes and better, healthier choices to ensure the survival and sustainability of the planet for future generations. With moral clarity and having faith in human nature, we need to act now before it's too late. Thank you for listening.